Get ready for golf.
Let the fun begin. Go for a hole-in-one. Come on and knock it in.
Any other putter but a putt-putt putter's gonna putt it in a puddle up.
Everybody playing putt-putt golf time. Everybody playing putt-putt golf.
Welcome to the first installment of the Putt-Putt series. We're starting things off with one of the biggest names in mini golf, Pirates Cove. There's over 20 Pirates Cove locations in the United States and 3 in the Orlando area where I live. This location is right outside of Walt Disney World in the Crossroads Shopping Center. We wanted to pick somewhere good for episode 1, and since we're always eating at the restaurants in the Crossroads Plaza and looking at these waterfalls in this little Spanish village as you enter, we figured we'd start here. There's a little interactive cannon element, and once this LED turns white, you push a button and water shoots out of the cannon and a sound effect goes off. Like most things in Orlando, this Pirates Cove location is open 365 days a year from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. Now there's 2 courses to choose from. It's $11.45 for one or $16.45 for both. I've definitely taken into account this warning sign about uneven terrain. There are lots of stairs on this course, like most mini golf courses. And here's the original and easier course kept in Kids Adventure. And Blackbeard's Challenge, which is the harder course and the one that we did. As you go from hole to hole, there are these reading planks that tell you a little about the history of Blackbeard the Pirate. There's a pretty standard progression of difficulty on Blackbeard's Challenge, starting out pretty easy and then getting more challenging along the way. Now from this part of the course you can actually see Interstate 4 in the background. The road noise is pretty loud and kind of distracting. I've always been a big fan of pirates, so it's fun to see some of these actual historical facts along the way. None of us are professional golfers by any means, but we didn't do too bad at Blackbeard's Challenge. I think this course is more about figuring out how you're going to do a specific trick shot. All of us kept skirting around getting hole-in-ones, but only one of us got it later in the course on a more difficult hole. Now here's the big sign that you can see from I-4, and of course they have the classic blue mini golf water. Once you get to the cave portion of the course, Blackbeard's Hideout, there's some interesting theming elements. If you go over to this door in this wooden area and look in, you'll see maybe Blackbeard himself and a few other pirate skeletons. Further down the same hole, there's a pirate that looks coincidentally a lot like a famous Disney pirate who's speaking, though you can hardly understand what he's saying. Right around the corner through this escape tunnel was another little cave opening with some pirates inside. This was something we were definitely excited for. We love animatronics. even if it's something as simple as this pirate just moving his head back and forth. It's cool to see moving figures at mini golf courses. Now, Logan and Carson are both well over 6 foot, so some of these entranceways to the caves and stairwells were a little tricky for them. Now, once you come down these stairs, you get into this kind of back corner of the course, and it's actually really nice and secluded back here. Overall, I think this course is really pretty, even though you can still hear the sirens going off in the background and an I-4 is right up against it. It is really clean and really well maintained and really beautiful at certain parts. And of course, you can't escape a Pirates of the Caribbean reference. Usually one of us will figure out how to do some of these trick shots, but none of us could figure this one out. It's pretty tricky. I think it was a Sunday morning we were here, and there were only 2 instances where we had people come up behind us and wait. We let them skip ahead of us, but it really wasn't that crowded. I really like this hole. I love the cave theming, and I love the rock formations that you have to hit the balls through. I always think that's fun at mini golf courses. It's done a lot, but it's always really fun.
Why is it still the 16-year-old? Don't suck about it. I mean, now I want to play a real fair game. I won. I win. Ha ha ha. You know, really shame all the family.
At this point in the course, almost every hole you go to is some kind of novelty trick shot. It's a lot of fun. You're hitting it through caves and down hills, and one of them has like 4 different options of ways that you can go with your ball depending on which little tunnel you hit it down. It's a lot of fun. I really like these complicated holes. So at this hole, depending on which hole you hit it in here, depends on where it goes down there, or even further down there where the actual end of the hole is. This hole was cool. It had a little jump, and this is actually where Logan got the hole-in-one. The only hole-in-one. And this is the last hole where you hit it through this cave and all the way down the hill. We couldn't really figure out how to get a hole-in-one on this hole, and we figured that it just goes too fast down the hill to actually get it into the hole. Well, I hope you liked this overview of the Pirates Cove Adventure Golf in Lake Buena Vista. I'll be doing more of these Putt-Putt series videos, going to different places around Orlando, and in the future around the state of Florida. Thanks for watching.